Hello, everyone. My name is Lorena, and my partner Daisha will be presenting the article Max Presentation of Emotional Facial Expressions Modulate Amygdala with Modulate Amygdala without explicit knowledge. So I'm going to give you a brief introduction to this experiment. This experiment was conducted in 1998. Previous research indicated that there are tasks that the brain processes without awareness, such as emotions. The experiment was conducted to see if the amygdala would be activated without the people awareness, without the people being aware of what they were perceiving. The amygdala is a part of the brain that is responsible for the processing of emotions.
Hi, I would like to show you where in the brain the amygdala is located. It is located above the brainstem right here, the little orange circle right here. This is where the amygdala is found. Okay, the hypothesis. The hypothesis states that the experimenters predicted that although the participants were reported only seeing a neutral face expression, the fMRI image would indicate the amygdala response and their oxygen level increased when presented with fear mass expressions. They also predicted that the face mass expressions would help with the activation of the amygdala and reduce any other regions of the brain being activated. The subjects of the
The subjects used for this experiment were 10 males. Their age ranged from 19 to 32 years of age, and all the subjects were right-handed males. The materials that were used for this experiment were 3 different face expressions, which are masked fearful, masked happiness, and a neutral face expression. These face expressions were taken from 8 different individuals, and they also used functional magnetic images that would and the pulse rate of the participants.
Mhm. Of the experiment stated that 2 out of the 10 subjects reported seeing the facial expressions, which would be either fearful or happiness, and the other 8 participants only reported seeing only neutral face. Only 8 of the participants' data was used to conclude in the results.
Continuation of the procedure, the participants were divided into 2 different groups in the way that they received the presentations. If one group would first receive fearful happiness, Then the other group would receive happiness, fearful, happiness, fearful. When they were done with the first one, they would then be reversed. So the group that received the fearful happiness would then receive the happiness, fearful. Once participants completed both runs, they were asked to self-report on what the face expressions they have seen. After they self-reported what face expressions they had seen, they were actually shown all the facial expressions that were presented and asked to point out which ones they had seen.
Of the experiment stated that 2 out of the 10 subjects reported seeing the facial expressions, which would be either fearful or happiness, and the other 8 participants only reported seeing only neutral faced. Only 8 of the participants' data was used to conclude in the results.
So the results showed that the pulse rate that was being measured showed no significance for no significant difference. Sorry about that. No significant difference whether they were presented with the fearful or the happiness expression. The fMRI, however, the fMRI did show very little activation outside the amygdala area. So meaning there was only activation in the amygdala area. fMRI indicated that there was an increase of activation in the amygdala when they showed the fearful expressions compared to the happiness expression. And here we are going to show you the brain image. This is how the fMRI would be shown, and you can see the little activations. The amygdala is put in both parts of the brain. So yeah, this is what they would see when the amygdala was activated. So our conclusion for this article is that their hypothesis was correct.
Yes. It indicates that the amygdala can be activated without implicit knowledge of facial expressions that's been processed.
Another thing that they did predict was that they can isolate the amygdala activation by using masked face expressions, and this also proved to be correct.
Oh. Well, just to say thank you for watching.
Thank you for listening.
But my partner Lorena
and Daisha. Hope you liked our short little presentation of this article and that you learned a lot from it.